Hey kids, doing something new today. You see, I was talking to some Canadian friends of mine, you see? And we were talking about the different things that make each country special. And the subtle things that make each country special to us. I'm talking, of course, about breakfast. So today, for my friends in the Great White North up in Canada, I'm making a Midwest American stick to your ribs. Oh my God, I can't believe it's just breakfast! Okay kids, now I'm not going to insult your intelligence and show you step by step how to cook bacon, okay? You get a pan hot, you put bacon in it, it tends to take care of itself, okay? But there's a few things about bacon that you need to know before you can go any further. Number one, bacon must be crispy. This is acceptable, crispy. This is not. This is like a rubber glove. If you get this at the restaurant that's all foamy and nasty, send it back. It's a bad idea. Number two, sugar cured is right out, okay? You can't use sugar cured bacon because it gets black, sugary nastiness in with what would be perfectly good bacon grease. So don't use sugar-cured bacon. It smells the whole room up. It burns in there, and if you put your eggs in that kind of bacon grease, you're not going to be happy with your meal. Thin bacon is an abomination to God and man. Now, despite all that, you don't want to cook with it. Regular cut bacon is what we're looking for. Simple, regular cut bacon. Or thick cut bacon is acceptable under certain circumstances, such as having very strong teeth. And finally, listen in on this, save your grease. Now I gotta tell you, if you're gonna cook like Dr. Gould, who likes to think he can cook a little like Grandma Gould did back in the day, there's one word that you need to remember. One word. Cast iron skillet. All right, it's time for the ingredients, man. Now, an American breakfast is a fairly simple thing. We don't want to get things too complicated, especially not at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're going to want some eggs. 2 of those are going to go to the pancakes we're going to be making. We're going to need a tablespoon of raw sugar and a teaspoon of pure vanilla. We're going to have 1.5 cups of water to 1.5 cups of flour. We're going to have some green onions. We're going to have some potatoes. And you can see those potatoes are just cut like regular potatoes. They're not all shredded up. Who's going to do that crap at 6 o'clock in the morning? Not me, pal. And no meal is complete without bacon. So there you have it, kids. Fairly simple, get it all together, doesn't take very long, and soon you're gonna be eating like a champion. All right, man, here we go. We're off taking a look to see if we can find some of the wild green onions old Grandma Gould used to get, man. She'd find them out in the yard everywhere. She'd make a whole stinking salad out of the stuff she found in the grass. Boy, that's a sentence I never thought I'd say out loud. Hey, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, I think we're onto something. Just going a little closer, man. I think we may have something here. Oh, look at that. Springtime fresh, man. Let's get it while it ain't looking. Steady. Steady. And gotcha! Okay, now it's for the potatoes. No meal is complete without potatoes. A meal without potatoes is really just a snack. And potatoes are easy, man. Medium heat, bacon grease, a little potato. Woo! Listen to that. You got your green onions that you hunted down. Woo! Look at that. Channeling the Cajun cook there for a second if you didn't catch that. All right. You hit it with a little pepper. You hit it with a little salt. You turn it down just a bit and you give it 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we flip them, and they're gonna be done. You see, easy as pie. Okay, kids, here we are. We got the flour in here. We got the eggs and the milk and the sugar and the vanilla all ready to go, man. Ooh, we even got a little bobblehead Sammy Terry ready looking at us. Now look and see what I've done. Place a little hole right here in the middle of the flour. Does that make a difference? No, not really, but it makes it a little cleaner when you're stirring everything up. So we go in, we pop in our couple of eggs. Ooh, look at that, all slimy. And we take that 1.5 cups of milk to go with that 1.5 cups of flour. Ooh, here we go. Put in our sugar. Ooh, oh my God, look at that. And a little bit of vanilla. There we go. And then we take a tiny little whisk and we stir all this up by hand, man. The mixer's gonna do it too smooth. We don't want it super smooth, man. We want a couple of little lumps in there. That's okay. That's gonna be part of it, you know. Stir that up in there. Look at that. Now, if you're going through this at home and you think it's a little bit too thick, add a little more milk. If you think it's a little too thin, guess what? Add a little more flour. There we go. Look at that. See that? All nice. That is smooth enough. So the next thing we do here is we take this beautiful mixture and we put it in our medium hot pan, and we'll show you the proper way to cook a pancake. It's harder than it sounds. All right, now we've got our pan on a medium heat, man. We take one good ladle full of our batter. We bring it right there. You hear that little sizzle? That's what you want to hear, man. Otherwise, it won't cook fast enough. You'll have it all thin and spread out. It'll look more like a crepe, and it'll taste more like, well, you know, we just don't want to do it that way. So what we're looking for here, man, is you watch that edge. You see that edge? When that starts to get crinkled and brown just a little bit, we'll see those little bubbles start to pop up here in the middle. Then we'll have ourselves a good pancake. That's when you turn your pancake. So let's stop and take a look. Don't hold your breath. It's like waiting for paint to dry. You don't want to do that. And that's all there is to it, man, right there. You just wait for the bubbles. You wait for that little crinkling brown of the edge. And you give that about another minute. And you'll have a perfect, fluffy, happy little pancake. All right, down to the eggs. That might sound real easy to you, but let me tell you, people get eggs wrong all the time. Now, you see on those shows where they put a couple eggs in a little bowl, and they take a whisk, and they mix them up, and they add a little milk to it. Crap on all that, okay? That never happens. I've never been in a kitchen I've seen anybody sit and take that kind of time at 6 o'clock in the morning to feed people breakfast. Here's what actually happens. You've got your pan. You've got your bacon grease, which you so aptly kept after you cooked your bacon, man. Then you take an egg. You drop it straight in there. And you're like, but Dr. Gould, I want scrambled eggs. Well, that's what Dr. Gould's making, man, scrambled eggs. We'll put them right in there just like they are. You stir them around, and they scramble themselves. What's a whisk, man? Well, you'll know that when you make pancakes, just not when you're making eggs. Strange how that works. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and you let that cook nice and quick. That's why the eggs are the last things you put in there, man. There you go. See? That didn't take long at all. And we got some nice scrambled eggs. Nobody had to pull out a whisk. No cows had to be milked. And everybody's happy. And there you have it, kids. Dr. Gould's special. Midwest American. Stick to your ribs. Oh my God, I can't believe how good. It's just breakfast. Breakfast.
All right, we ready?
Oh yeah.